Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comics to buy. Today, fans, we're going to be talking about Superior Iron Man, issue number 3. That's right, fans, this is one of Mike Spider Slayer's favorite new ongoing series, and I'll tell you why. This book is written by Tom Taylor, and the artwork is done by Yildiray Cinar, who's the artist. The artwork is really well done in this book. It's very bright. The facial expressions are really well done. Um, it really is nice, detailed. It's not overly done. Again, those facial expressions tell the story of what's really going on within the character. And Jennifer Walters is drawn nice, and then even the D-rated villain Teen Abomination, who makes his second appearance here, is really drawn well also. So the artwork is fantastic, coloring is fantastic, everything about the book, when you're looking at it visually, is great. So what I think about the actual story itself and what happens in this story. Well, in this story, yes, with that cool cover, that's Daredevil's glasses, and you see Matt Murdock's reflection in the glasses. Because in the last issue, we were revealed that Matt Murdock got his sight back, and that was due to him being exposed to the extremis. And Tony Stark kind of healed his retinas or whatnot, the scarring tissue in there, and Matt is able to see. And it was awesome in the issue because the first thing he sees is that crazy shiny armor, and Tony Stark being all Tony, like being all egotistical now ever since the whole access thing, and and Daredevil winds up seeing himself in the mirror for the first time in so many years, and just amazing. And you're thinking that Daredevil might join Tony or whatnot, but Daredevil is kind of against this. He is telling Tony that what makes you want to play God, or what right do you have being God? And Tony's just like, for years and years I've been trying to fit in as a human. Why can't I be myself? Why can't I be the person that I was intended to be? I'm smart enough, I'm able to do it, so why not? And Tony gets really mad at the situation, so, and the personality in Tony in this series is back to the way he was when he was like in the 60s or 70s. He's that hero that's rough around the edges. He drinks, he has personal problems, and he thinks he's perfect and millionaire playboy. The Tony Stark that I kind of always loved, but he's even more hardcore here. He's a little bit of an asshole, real dickhead here, and he wants people to worship him, be addicted to him. That's how full of himself that he is in here. The other part of the story is you wind up getting Tony gets a call from Jennifer Walters in here and saying that Teen Abomination is back. And what happens throughout the issue now is that Tony leaves and he tells Matt, he's like, if you don't want to be a part of this, fine. This is going to wear off in a little bit anyway. So you wind up seeing Daredevil making a phone call. And, he takes a minute to look outside the building and he's like, wow. And you got to be amazed. The man hasn't seen in years and years and years, and he sees, And we wind up finding out that Teen Abomination's trying to get the attention of Tony Stark in the issue. And he exposed himself to extremists as well, but for some reason it didn't work on him. And really, at heart, with all that crazy-looking Abomination-like features, Teen Abomination is only 13 years old. So the only way he could get Tony's attention was destroy all his stuff, So it was very interesting character interactions there. At the end of the issue, you wind up seeing Daredevil with his glasses on. You see him take them off for one final time, and you wind up seeing the last thing that he sees before he goes blind once again is foggy. You get to see, he sees his face, and it starts getting darker and darker, and then winds up seeing back to the way he was again. So really great character interactions in this issue. There was great character interaction with Tony and Matt. There was great character interaction between Teen Abomination and Tony. And then even though it's only a couple panels, you got a feel for Matt Murdock wanting to see his best friend at the end of the issue. So even if it's the last thing he saw, it was just great, and it just, you know, it was heartfelt. And I think that's what Tom Taylor does well when he writes. He really wants you to feel for these characters, and he did that with Earth 2, and it was a lot of characters. It was all of the Earth 2 characters, and he really balanced them out well. Here, he's only really focusing on Iron Man. So I think he's just beginning to scratch the surface with Iron Man's universe here. And we can see how he wrote Daredevil and how important it was for Matt Murdock to see his best friend. It was great and ingenious that Tom Taylor made it a thing to see his best friend Foggy when he could see. I thought it was wonderful. Wonderful and well written. I feel that this book is at another level for a lot of books right now. And if you guys are not reading Superior Iron Man, this is the way Iron Man should be written. You know, this is what I've been waiting for this whole time. Even when Gurn and Gillen was on the series, I was waiting for something like this. I don't know where the series is going to go once this Extremis story arc is over with, but I have good faith in Tom Taylor will keep a solid series here, because he's got great storytelling ahead of him with this particular character. So after reading this book, I'm giving this one a 5.0, guys. Really great book overall. I suggest you highly read this book. So, guys, leave your comments below on what you think of Superior Iron Man. And until the next comic book review, you guys can check out my own individual channel, Comic Book Corner 2.0. You can check out comicfrontline.com, and you can check out our sister website as well, comicrelated.com, for all your great comic news, reviews, podcasts, and a whole lot more, fans. So, guys, thank you for watching, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and thanks for watching Comic Frontline. Take care, fans.